Hello and welcome to the End of Reason, our Invisible Sun actual play. I'm Erin M. Evans. I'm the author of the Books of Usurper series and the Brimstone Angels saga, and I am your game master for this, our first play session. Last week we did character introduction building. We started making the world. We started talking about what these people want. And today we're gonna see what happens when we throw that into the world and go see a movie. So, first though, let's introduce our players.
I'm Shauna Germain. I am a co-owner of Bunch of Good Games, and I'm playing an ardent apostate who celebrates the small things named Zilia. And her current favorite spell is that she gets to have plentiful pockets, which means that she has about a bazillion pockets on her outfit. So anytime you need anything, she might have it for you. Or a critter, or both.
Oh, right, that's me. Hi, I'm Treavor Bettis. I'm playing Nicoal, who is an ardent. How do I always forget how to say this? Geodic. What is it? I don't know.
You're
Uh,
goetic.
Goetic. There. See, I was wrong on both accounts. Ardent Goetic, who caught Fire's eye, and I do a whole bunch of podcasting and stuff. And yeah, that's me. The reason I forgot that it was me is because I'm still trying to now apparently figure out why Shauna's captions are still picking up everyone else. So, next person.
Just make me sound smart.
That would be me. I am Jess Penley. I'm playing Danny, a stoic maker who breathes ruins. And I'm the co-owner of Underground Oracle Publishing. And just like last time, incredibly thrilled to be here with all these awesome people. So,
Hello, I'm Cassandra Cobb. By day, I work in the video games industry. By night, I write a lot of books. I play Katia, an ardent goetic who hosts Legion. And to say she has a fox problem would be understating things very dramatically.
Hi, folks. My name is Valiant Dorian. I use him, his pronouns. I'm a TTRPG creator who wears far too many hats. And since everyone's saying their day jobs, in the day, I am a lawyer. But tonight, I am playing an itinerant gallant from the Order of the Vances who lives in fluid form, aka the gay disaster that is Keshav, who also uses he, him pronouns. And I'm going to pass it on over back to Evan.
I have to say, I did not know you were a lawyer, and the knowledge of Keshav with that fact is I'm gonna have to work to keep those separated.
Listen, my first ever IS character was a Goetic who is a master of contracts. So we moved in a completely different direction this time.
Sometimes you gotta work out different ideas, different parts of, your personality or the personality you can imagine. Okay, so as discussed last time, you all, for various reasons, have decided to go. So, real quick, thank you for the subs, Monk of Greyhawk. Monk of Greyhawk just gifted 5 subs, so we have a hype train starting. Very exciting. Sorry, I saw your total number of subs and I was like, 230? My god. That's still very impressive, and we really appreciate your support. Okay, so you all have decided to go see a movie at the theater known as the Grand Maybe, which has been advertised as questions answered. Everybody's got some questions. Everybody needs some answers. Nothing is very clear. Let me see. Who are we gonna see first walking up to this theater? Because some of you live here, but some of you are coming for the first time. And Danny, I'm wondering, have you come on your own? Have you been dragged here? What's going on?
I imagine Katya probably would have drugged me here or facilitated me coming here. Otherwise, I
You have
probably would
been
have
a
just
lot
holed
of
up in my own little neighborhood.
you have been yelled at by a chorus of foxes who just sat in front of your dog, like, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, until you left.
And I would have acquiesced because I just don't have it in me to deny that many foxes.
So now you're here. What are you guys hoping for?
I'm hoping for the answer to my primary question, my reason why I'm here, why the person should be here with me isn't here, what's going on, how can I get back if I can't get with them, that sort of thing.
Katia, have you and the
Oh,
foxes told her that this is gonna come out of the movie? Or
I saying that the answers might come out of movies, maybe perhaps overstating this, although perhaps some of us might have said the answers will come out. I will not acknowledge which quarter of me said it. But it was strongly suggested by at least a certain number of us that answers might be found if Danny would just come and watch the movie instead of moping around in her workshop. I don't personally have any answers I want to find, but like it sounds like a great movie, and I really want my alleged sister-in-law to stop being so depressed. Please, please.
Enough foxes said that there's a possibility that this could that I could get an answer that I definitely decided to come. So
all right, as you approach the theater, so from the outside, the Grand Maybe looks like, it looks like a grand theater house that's seen better days. It's got this elaborate stonework on the outside, big sign in bright golden lights that says the Grand Maybe. But some of them are burnt out. Some of it's a little faded. The sign proclaiming questions answered, premiering here, brand new. Most of the letters are the right ones. Couple are flipped. In the tradition of most things in Saturnine, it's hard to say. Is this the cause? Is this because it's been here so long, it started to wear down a little, or has it always been like this? Has it always been a place that looks a little bit like it's seen some stuff? Now, I believe this sign, which normally says Grand Maybe MAY space BE, is occasionally augmented. And tonight there is in fact a glittering second E next to it. Zilia, I feel like my read on Zilia is that is probably a very loopy letter.
Yeah. It might be made out of bees, like.
Oh yeah,
like
that's
little-
perfect. Are you admiring your handiwork, or where are you? Are you waiting for Katia to come home?
No, Zillie's a little more chaos. She would never admire her own handiwork. She's just gonna do it and go away. She is running late because that's just sort of how she goes. She found a
Great.
snake. She found a snake in her pocket today, and so she has to figure out where to put it before she leaves.
Perfect. Well, there is one other thing happening outside this theater as you return with Danny. The students from the hostel next door are staging a protest. The path to the front door is definitely blocked by this crowd of young people waving signs and shouting. And before we get into the specifics of that, I do wonder how Keshav and Nicoal arrive. Are you coming separately? Did you follow Nicoal out? What's up?
No, I think this is a separate issue. I think Keshav and Love are attending this particular event together in a totally not date fashion because we're not dating, right? I just stay at his house often.
So, did you want to go see this movie, or did Love want to go see this movie, or did you both just happen to want to see this movie?
I think it's Keshav enters this space, and he is excited about the prospect of this movie. I think when Love first suggested it, it was like, well, those movies can be a hit or miss. We have the protests and stuff. Do I really want to expend that kind of energy today? But then Love mentions questions answered. And Keshav, who is this like deep brown skinned man with a glitching face by curse and actions far beyond his own, looks at that very curiously. This might be the opportunity he's been looking for months. So, he dressed in his finest outfit, that being a very, very audacious mesh shirt with beautiful little trinkets and accessories and dangle earrings. and is quite excited about this theater not date that he's attending it with Love.
Yeah. And Love, who is a very handsome blue-skinned man, who I'm imagining dressing in a much sort of more quiet fashion. Very, again, impeccable suit. Yeah?
Yes,
But not super expensive suit.
well dressed, but definitely not as like audacious and like
No.
honestly like glamorous perhaps as Keshav.
Yeah.
They definitely look like opposites entering into the space, even though they're both quite well dressed.
3-button guy. Yeah. He's like, I've heard such good things about this director.
Really?
Brand new, hot off out of film school. Everybody's buzzing though.
This isn't the
very
premiere
artistic.
night. Is this the
This
premiere
is the
night?
premiere. Did you not listen when I was
Yeah.
explaining earlier?
Sorry, I was just really hoping that some good reviews already came in because you started talking like I heard good things about the director, so I immediately jumped into the folks have watched this already and they've already gotten answers. I'm sorry, I am just really excited about the questions that would be answered.
Can this be a not date because Love also invited Nicoal, his
This
neighbor?
is so
I like
funny,
it.
please.
And then Nicoal just walks up with her hands in her pocket and goes, "Yeah, all right, I'm here."
Oh, thanks for coming. This is going to be so good. It's good to get to know your neighbors.
That is what people say.
Well, I feel bad for you rattling around in that house all by yourself. It's so big.
Yeah, it is terrible being completely on my own with myself and no one else there.
Beautiful lady in
Sucks.
Scarlet. So lovely to see you again.
Again? What you seen? Who are you?
Hi, Keshav, charmed, as he holds out his arm to take his hand out to shake yours.
Nicole
He's staying
genuinely
with
looks at.
me.
What was it?
He's just he's staying with me. We're friends.
Nicole
From
genuinely
now on.
looks at your hand for a second and then shakes it. Goes, "Okay."
Yes, I do, occasionally, and there's a weird inflection to occasionally when Keshav says it. Stay over at Love's place, but yes, I've seen you around, and my first impression of you has always been, what a beautiful young woman in scarlet. I love your outfit tonight, by the way. Gorgeous.
You see that like there is like this bit of smoke that is kind of perpetually around her, and just for Nicoal, a little bit of it comes up next to her and goes, "He wants something," and she goes, "Mm-hmm." Yeah, no, it's great to meet you and get out and be around people at a movie theater. Yep.
Oh my gods. Look, there's a protest. It's a controversial movie. This is very exciting. You know it's arty if it's controversial.
Okay.
Only you would see a protest, hear that the movie's going to be controversial, and get so excited.
That means people will be talking about it, which means that you have a nice opening for conversations with people, which means that, I mean, it's just good to get to know people.
You charm me, Love. You charm me all the time. All right, shall we at least take the time to go and grab some snacks, some drinks? I am very excited about the array that will be provided for this controversial movie. Let's go take a look. Have a taste of scandal.
So as you walk up, though, that crowd of protesting students is quite dense and quite agitated. So at this point, all of you are kind of on the periphery of it. You see they're holding signs which say things like, "Answers defy the inherent unknowability of the universe." That one is like really crammed in there. "Sit with uncertainty." And then you see ones that say things like, "You know enough about yourself."
Who wrote
Your
these? My
curse
therapist?
is your problem. Then you see one that says, "Let's foxes stay unfound." And
Is it?
one that says, "This asshole thinks her parents exist." And then there's like kind of a bad drawing that, frankly, is wearing red. Nicoal, maybe. And then you see one that's a couple that say, "Knowledge will unravel the path."
Oh.
And there is a young man in the middle with, kind of a cone that's clearly got some sort of enchantment worked into it, that is shouting that this movie is dangerous. It should be shut down. There is one other thing you see on the periphery of this group, which is kind of a strange sight. It looks like a 10-year-old girl taking notes, who is being sort of shielded by, like, you know how like a shepherd dog will kind of like press up against something. It's that, but it's a goat that's bigger than she is. And okay, cool. I didn't write any other weird things about the goat.
No,
We can
I
certainly
didn't
make
write any weird things about the
We can certainly add
Otherwise,
weird.
normal goat.
Yeah, super
Gosh,
super normal.
just a goat.
Just a goat. A very protective goat. Maybe a little bit shark teeth. I wonder. So, Zilia, the apostate, has no inherent connection to other apostates.
Correct.
But I wonder if Zilia has any interest in other apostates who, like her, are not down on the world in general, just like not keen on the idea of rules.
Well, they say that neurospicy folk flock together, so I suspect she gathers them. Although when she shows up a little late, panting, with a snake crawling in and out of her pockets, the first thing she's going to notice is the goat.
That's fair. In fact, I would not be surprised if you can clock that goat first. The goat is called the Surfeit. It's actually a demon.
Oh.
And the little girl is actually a very powerful apostate named Valeska Opsimath. She seems kind of weird and cool. I get the vibe of this is somebody that Zilia, if you don't want to be friends with her, you might have been intrigued by her in a way.
Have I seen her before?
I think, yeah. I mean, you've seen her around.
Okay. Then yeah.
Yeah. You don't know that she's 10. Doesn't really make sense that she's that powerful, but she's 10. But it also doesn't really make sense that she's not 10 and she looks 10. And she will not answer that question.
Cool.
Also, I forgot. I'm probably supposed to pull the Sooth card by now.
All right.
For this, because you've all showed up.
Tell us.
We can't do this with the screen. I'll hold it in front of my face. You pull the Messiah.
Oh.
Which seems pretty good. Pretty positive. Let me just check that I've got what this means.
While you do that, I can bring it up in the overlay.
I know anything about Monte Cook games and the Sooth deck. They have put some strange magics in it. That's what I will say.
This one is change and salvation and familial love.
Oh.
This feels positive for you, Katia.
Whoa. Yeah.
And you, Danny, but you may not realize that at the moment. She's gonna bring you in with you, like it or not. This one is a defender, which will give all players +2 to their actions if their heart is linked to the family of visions, which unfortunately is only empaths. Nobody picked empath. So hope you don't go up against any empaths. That would suck. So until the next big thing happens, that is what is kind of sitting with us. But yeah, I've laid out what it looks like.
I do think that real quick for the folks watching should probably note that so we're going to have the card. I don't know which direction it's going to be down there. That's the card that's active. And then there's the little sun thing over here. And that is, it affects that affects what stage we're at in the game. So We're gonna keep all of them there, but the one that's the big one down there, that's the one that's gonna be like active.
I'm jumping in first. So I imagine that Katia is probably like trying to nudge Danny along. If Danny tries to drift back in the direction of her workshop, there's like occasional nipping, like sheepdogs by occasional fox popping out. And this is what Keshav and Nicole will see. A shortish, maybe 5 feet tall girl, bright red hair, bright red skin, like this short coat, black shirt, and her chains everywhere. And honestly, the clothing is really flamboyant, very glamour, but it's also the fact there's like 7 or 8 fox heads that keep popping up randomly out of her shoulder, occasionally looking back, looking forward, looking at protest. They start arguing something like, why is there a protest? We're gonna be late for our movie. What is happening? One eventually like snakes as far as it can get for Katia, stares at Kesha and goes, you look cool.
Does he have popcorn? There's another fox popped up.
Katia kind of turns around going, who has popcorn? I want popcorn too. What are we talking about?
That guy, that cool guy, does he have popcorn?
They're probably going to sell popcorn inside. Guys.
It's coming up, like, right under your shoulder blade. Like, right where you can't quite see it. And pulling the opposite direction.
But there's popcorn here now from that guy. Will you just start shouting in the direction of the cool man? And I'm like trying to turn and move towards in the direction of Keshav.
Keshav, who has probably at this juncture purchased a like one of those boxes of popcorn to share, likely with love. And I'd like to think that the popcorn here is like the colors are different for each sun in the path of suns. So as you go down the popcorn, you're tasting every single sun from the path of suns until the quote unquote end of the path of suns. There's a whole debate about that.
Which is just depression.
Is it refillable? Because if the end is the beginning?
Yeah, I think so.
We'll see. I've never gotten... every time I've ever gone, yeah, let's get a refillable popcorn. We are too full of popcorn before we want to go get another one.
I think it just automatically refills.
Have a challenge.
Yeah, I think that is the challenge in the theater. So Keshav is like grabbing the popcorn. Here's the probably not so quiet little mutterings of several fox heads, and turns around, smiles at you, Katia. This is sort of like his face is glitching out, but there are moments where you can see some of the features, but they're never all together at once. So you do see that like flash of a grin, but nothing else. Before he turns over to Love and goes, what are the chances that the signs out there for the protests have something to do with those particular foxes? Scandal, isn't it?
And it definitely seems plausible.
I'm just Katia, who has never led shame, just kind of sidles closer at popcorn.
Oh, hello.
What if your foxes goes, she never feeds us.
She never feeds you. Oh, what a terrible shame. Hello,
it goes,
it's lovely to see you.
And you get the end, like, don't tell him.
Val, you said you work at a changery, right?
I do work at a changery.
Because that's one of the buildings next to my house is actually a changery. Is that perhaps where you might work? Or is it more of an upscale one?
I think Keshav works at like an actual changery.
Yeah, because I'm like, mine's kind of downtrodden. So yeah, I was gonna see if maybe I'd seen you, but I don't really see you working there.
No, but I think like at the very, you would have seen Keshav wandering, I think, in that area. Listen, Saturnine has a bunch of strange individuals of all colors and stripes. Seeing someone with a glitching face whose features pop in and out and smells. Actually, how far is our darling Danny away from Keshav?
I would be walking slowly behind her to kind of keep an eye on her, and what I'm afraid of might be a violent protest at any moment, and to keep her from attacking you with foxes.
As soon as you are within, let's say about like 7 to 10 feet from Keshav, Keshav's quirk is he smells of something or someone you love.
Oh.
I chose that before I showed up at the neighborhood creation, everybody. Just
That's
letting
amazing.
you know.
No such thing as coincidence.
Okay. So I immediately smell coming through the crowd, which may or may not have a lot of terrible hostile student smells. This just really light white tea and ginger smell, which is something that my wife always wore. And so it definitely pulls me toward you, Keshav, the direction of the scent, and Katya. Hi, I'm Danny.
Hi. My goodness, you're tall. I'm Keshav. This is my friend, Love, and this is our neighbor, Nicole. Isn't she lovely in scarlet, don't you think?
It's the only
It's
color
really
I
good.
have.
It's a good color.
Sometimes
this
you
is
find your color.
this is Katya, the one with the foxes.
Your
The little
lovely,
salute.
lovely conversation. Your lovely, lovely conversational foxes. Is that sign about you?
What sign? She was just so focused on the popcorn, she hasn't noticed any
Oh,
sign.
it's the sign of. Oh no, it's gone now. It's washed away with some of the other signs. Oh, I'm learning so much about people today. But this isn't really the answers I was looking for. What brings you to these beautiful? I am just so curious about the folks who are coming to attend this particular controversial, right? Love controversial show.
Obviously.
I
Did
don't
you
really understand the
also-
controversy, honestly. I feel like these kids probably have better things they could be protesting on a lot of things.
Zilia, where are you in this?
Do I know Baleska's name?
Yes.
Do I know the goat's name?
Yes.
Okay.
I think you
then I
learned the
probably-
goat's name first, to be honest.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
That feels
That's right.
accurate.
What is the goat's favorite snack? Because I have some in my pocket. Because, you know.
Ooh, that's a good question. And I wonder if this is a thing I could make you roll for. Is there some
No.
sort of what's the best check for if this is so here's what I'm picturing. You know, you hear about this magnificent goat. You hear it is attached to a powerful apostate who is adorable and not a bummer. And so you have gathered some amount of gossip information. Did you ask about the goat's favorite snacks?
I did. I'm happy to roll for this. So I also have to say that my quirk is that goats and butterflies are terrified of me. But since that's how I figured out that this isn't actually really a goat.
Okay, I love that. I was like, I do
I
sort of
really
enjoy
thought
the
this
idea
seemed
the
like a
goat's
thing that would break Celia's heart to have animals terrified of her, and I thought it would be really fun. So
That
it
is
when you
amazing.
said goat, I was like,
Again, just eerie.
Awesome.
What an incredibly specific thing.
I picked it right out of the book. I was like, this is the one. So yes, I did ask. Do I ask the goat what its favorite? Did I ask the goat what its favorite snack is? Because it's a demon.
You might have. I also
Okay.
think it's possible that this is a high profile enough vislae that you might have like been able to ask someone who might have, been around if they know what the goat eats. You gather the gossip. So it just kind of comes down to how does Zilia roll? You do seem like the direct type.
Yes. I am just going to stick my hands. I would stick my hands in my pockets and be like, "What's your favorite snack?" And I'm gonna roll straight up. Is this the interaction? I have
Are
an
you asking
affinity
the
with
goat?
small things.
Are you
Yeah, I'm
asking the goat right now?
I'm asking the goat.
All right,
or
cool.
I
Then,
could
yeah,
have
that's
asked the goat.
definitely. If you're doing it right now, it's definitely an interaction. If
Yeah,
it's
let's
in
do
the
it right now.
past, I need you to translate for me if that's an interaction. So,
Let's do it right now. I rolled a 9.
oh, you definitely get an
Out of the
answer from
gate.
goat. Yes. So, what does this goat eat? Because assuming as a demon, it doesn't need to eat.
Right.
I can't snack.
But there's eating for fun. Why is my answer like those boiled sweets, those hard candies? I feel like the goat likes hard candies.
Granny goat.
Okay.
You kind of like,
Does Granny
they're
Goat
very
have a granny
they're-
name?
the goat's name is the Surfeit.
Oh, that's its name. Okay.
Yeah, that's the only name
Ooh.
you know. Maybe it has like another name, and this is
Sure,
some
I'm
kind
sure
of a
it does.
title, but that's the only name anybody knows for the goat.
Okay. Hard candies. Okay, then I'm sure that I have some in my plentiful pockets. So they're probably very old and the kind that are gonna stick to the wrapper when you unpeel it. So it's like
Ew, gross.
All right, you give hard candy to the Surfeit, who like leans away from Valeska just enough to get her aware attention, and she sort of turns and looks up at you. She is downright cherubic looking, just adorable. But she looks at you kind of intently, and she goes, "Why are you feeding my goat?"
Hi, Valeska. I haven't seen you around lately. I asked him what his favorite snack was, and do you have a favorite snack? I have more pockets.
Do we know each other?
Yes. Cecilia looked very hurt at this.
So mean.
Here's a question, since we had this conversation before. Does that count as a GM shift?
Sure, yeah, absolutely. I mean, you
Okay.
can be, or it can be. It's totally up to you.
I want this to be stricter than it is, but we'll roll with it. You clearly were hoping for a warm welcome. She doesn't know who you are. So we get a sealed door.
Ooh.
That sounds appropriate too. Let's see how this is gonna go. All right, sealed door is secrets, so this is gonna affect you if you have a gallant heart. It is delay, inaction, barriers, and unchanging. It holds more promise than a wall, but it's maybe worse because it's not opening.
Dang.
This feels appropriate to to the response.
Zillia's little heart. I feel like the critters that are on Zillia like respond to her emotions a little bit. So she's a little hurt that this happened. But she's also but the serpent knew her, and so that's cool, I guess.
That's true. The Surfeit seems to like you and is perhaps eyeballing your other pockets.
I will, unless Valeska tells me not to, I'm gonna sort of be like, but I know, and I'm gonna keep feeding the goat, but the Surfeit and I met first, and then we all talked, and do you really not remember me? I live here in the theater. I always have
You live
stuff in
here
my
in
pocket.
the theater.
Yeah.
Do you know these students?
I don't. Do you?
I'm studying them.
What are you studying them for?
The Vatic Order. Are you familiar with them?
Yes.
They track when prognostication is correct. If people are actually telling the truth about the future or not.
And you think these people are telling about the truth about the future?
Well, they seem to be somewhat accurate, but
Wait,
there's
do you
none
really
of-
not remember me? Yeah. Oh, never mind. Okay, go ahead. I really want to know what you're saying.
Do you? Because you interrupted me just
I know,
now.
I'm very sorry, but okay, go ahead. She slips the goat.
The Vatic Order.
Somebody's gotta like her.
The goat is like sniffing at one of your critters now. These students protest things and then sometimes they come true. Their accuracy isn't perfect and the volatility of the responses is concerning. But when they're right, they're very right.
And what are they predicting here?
It's a little bit hard to tell. They all have different claims and different requests for what the theater ought to do. So it's a little bit chaotic. But the general idea is they think this movie is going to cause chaos or harm or perhaps the end of the world as we know it.
Well, those are three very different things. Are you going to watch the movie?
I don't know. It's a little late for me. I think it will mean I'm up past my bedtime.
Yes, I can see that.
Are you going to see the movie?
I am going to go see the movie. It's the
She
advantage
look-
of living here, plus the foxes.
Aw.
She like looks at the surfeit that's still like kind of sniffing at your pockets. And she kind of rolls her eyes a little bit. And she goes, would you like to help me with my research?
I think I would, but you have to remember me next time. That's the deal. I will help you, but you have to remember me.
Aw.
Okay, I can do that. She writes down Zilia, blonde hair, creature pockets, very distractible. None of it's alive. It's not very nice.
Also write down that your goat likes me.
The surfeit is easily distracted by candy. I mean, likes her. It
Did
does
she read
genuinely.
this?
To be clear, it genuinely seems to like you. For however much a demon can truly be said to like something, which is getting the philosophical stuff. Okay, you see the movie and then report back to me here.
Okay.
And she writes down an address on a
Okay.
piece of paper and hands that to you.
Is it a place I recognize?
It's a place you think you could find.
Okay.
It's in Fartown.
But-
It's nothing like.
Okay.
It's not like a secret street that disappears or something. It's like, oh
Okay.
yeah, people live there.
But not too late.
Right. Don't come tonight. I'm going to bed.
Okay.
She kind of like rubs her eye in a way that's like, it does seem like maybe she's a kid.
Okay,
Excellent.
I will
if any
report
of the
back.
specific claims on these signs happen to play out, also, I would love to know about that because they seem to be aimed at particular individuals, or they're really wrong. It's one or the other.
That makes sense. Yeah, okay. I can do this. Can I have a notebook? Do you have an extra?
She sighs. She opens the pack on the side of the surfeit and she pulls out a fresh notebook and hands it to you.
Thank you. I put it in one of my many pockets. It probably already have notebooks, but now I have a new one. I will
don't
take very
think-
good care of it.
I don't think Valeska knows well enough what is going to be the future of that notebook, but I feel like whatever it is, it's gonna. I don't know that she's gonna see it again. That's great. Okay. She kind of pulls herself up onto the surfeit's back and she says,
All right. Thank you for your assistance. Let's go
Okay,
home
don't forget
now.
me.
I won't forget you.
all right, and she departs. You have your marching orders. Okay, how about the rest of you? You're gonna brave these students?
Did you say berate them?
You can if you want. You said brave.
I was like, I was just
I
gonna
mean,
walk through. Actually.
I think Nicole's just gonna take out a small flask that she has in her jacket, take a sip, put it back in, walk straight through them.
What's in your flask?
Alcohol, because her quirk is that inebriated and sober are reversed.
Interesting.
So
Oh,
she's always drinking a little bit.
Katia kind of calls her from the back. They're like, we could just use the back door.
Oh. Blue turns, or Love, I keep thinking his name's Blue because he's blue. Love turns around, he looks back, and he goes, we could sneak in the back like celebrities. I'm so sorry.
That's exactly what I'm thinking, and honestly, I don't want to get any of this tugged. So I'm really into the idea of the back door.
Babe. I mean,
Yeah, I'd rather not deal with them either.
Yeah,
The
so
fox
I
just
think
kinda
we're all in agreement.
Quips. That's what he said.
There is a moment where Kesha like eyes Love catching the babe, but does not push it. And looks at everyone and goes, so, Katia, was it? Where's this path to the celebrity entrance? Which is what I'm deciding to dub it.
Some of the foxes are definitely vaguely distracted by the signs. There's one that has like lengthened as far as it can go to peek at, look for the fox sign that was mentioned. It just can't find it, retracts back a little bit. And Katia just kind of stares and goes like, it's popcorn first. She has a one-track mind, I'm afraid. Holds out palm.
Give
Popcorn?
her the popcorn.
Here, it is refillable, by the way. Like, incredible. I don't
Do you know if they
which
have regular popcorn here?
You
Like,
will
it's just
have
What
to
do you
be more
mean
specific,
regular?
darling.
like with butter and salt, and maybe just butter and salt that tastes like popcorn with butter and salt.
Like popcorn that gives you the feeling that you've eaten butter?
No, like literal butter from a cow,
Oh my
or
god, that's such shadow talk that you're bringing up right now. That's so interesting.
so that's a no. Then I'm imagining.
You poor thing. You're newly back, aren't you?
Oh no,
Yeah,
don't start her.
yeah, but it's fine. It's fine.
I mean, if
You-
it's
Don't get her started. No.
if it's of any comfort, I believe once you hit the green sun on the in this particular popcorn box, it does taste a little more like salty
Buttery.
umami sort of flavor. Yeah, I don't know if buttery is what I would describe it, but umami.
Okay, maybe I'll just snag
Salty.
some candy on the way in.
Several paws do come out to grab the popcorn box as best as they can, and once it has been secured, Katia does try to lead them towards the back entry that she knows. We'll see if there's anything in the alleyways, of course. But Katia is quite confident as the foxes like cram their heads into like the popcorn box occasionally.
The alley as much as you left it. There's some trash back there waiting for whatever picks up the trash. You're not sure you've seen the trash get picked up, but it does disappear periodically.
Is there like a familiar little door that she might use, like genuinely like a
Yes.
back entrance? She probably has like jiggered it so it's permanently open for better or for worse.
Yes, this is not supposed to be open. You know that. Like, this isn't the fire exit. This is like the deliveries kind of door. But it's really convenient. And if they really wanted it to be locked, surely there are better ways to keep a door locked.
Absolutely.
And they didn't do that, so.
Yes, of course. Also, lockpicks are very good, and sometimes they get stuck in locks. It kind of opens the door once we get there, and you're like, everyone come inside.
Thank you, dear.
Now, Zilia, are you going to go in through the front, or are you following? Have you attached yourself to your roommate's party?
I think she's taking her new duties very seriously, and she has pulled out a different notebook which has my bite marks on all the corners, and is checking out the students right now. But is also feeling like, she also wants to see this movie, so she's hoping Katia saved her spot because she's feeling that anxiety of like, oh, I've got to do this thing, but I want to be in there, and I'm always late. So,
Of course, there's a spot for you. There's always a spot for Zelia. Even if a fox has to bite somebody.
So you go in through the back. The theater, it does show movies. It's also, it's got a stage. That they'll pull the screen up. And so there are things back here from previous performances. There's also stuff that the movies have manifested that didn't really go away. Kind of random bits. There's some like what you think might be airplane parts from something. There's branches from a tree that sort of turned into fingers for some reason. There was a whole like rom-com festival and balloons, just tons of balloons
Floating around.
left over. Yeah, they're fewer than before. They might be fighting each other for dominance, but there's just
Awesome.
noises you can't explain in the night.
Angry squeaking.
So you go around the theater, the stage. You come kind of up the side, and you do find a group of seats together, enough for all of you, conveniently close to where Zilia is sitting.
Did Nicoal manage to get through?
Nicoal is sitting there as well. Just not.
Bulldoze.
Oh, I
Not
thought you went in the back.
No. I went in the front. I went straight through the freaking people. She's also sitting there eating popcorn out of a little bag, like a brown bag, like that is not from the theater. And if anyone asks, she says, "No, I brought it from home. I don't pay these prices."
Oh wow, you beat us here. How wonderful. All right, here's an important question. Every theater is different. Is this a numbered seating theater, or is this whoever gets here gets the seats? instead
Oh
of a deal?
no, the
I think-
uncivilized kind of theater.
I think it's an uncivilized theater.
Oh,
I think it's an uncivilized theater because I
All right.
think that is part of how this works generally. One reason that this movie doesn't just feel like, okay, it's just a movie, like where it feels like it could be important, it could be a sign, is that it is known that the Grand Maybe will not only manifest things from the film, but also will sort of seize on the emotions and experiences of people somewhat in the audience, right? Whatever fits best, and sort of project it back out. And so you will know where you're supposed to sit is the thought, right? You will know where you're supposed to sit, and
that's perfectly why Nicoal is not sitting in one next to Zilia.
you guys are actually
So
weirdly on like either
Really gonna
side of
heart all over the
a
place.
perfect amount of seats.
Yeah. No, the
is
theater's like
terrible.
oddly shaped, so she is technically with the group, but it's like one behind, and it's that little corner spot above where like the stairs are, but there's only enough room for one seat, so she's just in her own aisle.
They're like a hole in your vision.
Yeah. But she can still lean over and be like, "I knew that was gonna happen."
It's so funny that you said that because I was also imagining something similar for Nicoal, and I think that Keshav would be like right at that section where if you would lean, his face would directly be there.
Yes.
Because it just turns out this way all the time.
All the time?
We just keep bumping into each other. And I think it would be very funny that Love is on the other side of Keshav, and Keshav is, if this is okay, like sitting next to Danny, with Love on the other side of him, because I think that's funny to have to be
I would love that.
tormenting you with my particular quirk.
Love that. And it is tormenting, but also since it's new, it's also kind of comforting as well. So I kind of like sitting next to you
Oh, I love
because I can
that.
covertly like smell it without being a weirdo about it. Yeah.
that's totally.
Totally
That's
normal
normal
behavior here.
100%.
We are vislae. We are not normal by any stretch of the
Yeah.
imagination.
And out of habit, because I am used to going to normal movies with normal people, I'm going to make sure that I'm not sitting in front of anybody who I might block the screen or something for them, and then I'll sit down.
I feel like someone's gonna end up sitting behind.
I know,
you.
and then like someone comes out the size of like a Lego figure and sits in the chair behind you. Like is like having to like pull up every step.
And I'm just ducked down the entire time.
All right. I feel like that one counts. So I will pull another suits card. You have a tiny person sitting behind you,
Yeah.
making this extra uncomfortable.
I will duck down in my seat as much as I can to give the tiny person their space.
Why they've chosen to sit there, who knows?
Because it's
But
just my
okay.
luck, honestly.
Potentially.
They like
this-
complaining. That's all. They just want to complain constantly.
Yeah, no, you
bring
just hear
some joy.
just behind
It's
you
a
the whole time, like
carrot.
anytime your head comes up a little bit, you just hear a tiny just like a little annoyed sigh.
Just like
this
laying in
carrot.
the seat.
Perfect. We have drawn the Vizier, which is a nemesis of notions. It is manipulation and power, sycophants and influence.
Oh.
It is unfortunately because it is a nemesis. It is going to give a -1 to everybody's actions, and if your heart is linked to Ardent, it's a -2.
What the heck?
Yeah.
What do we
Zillia's
do?
happening.
Maybe you shouldn't have thrown in a tiny person. for me to
What is
smash.
this Trevor
The
hate?
Vizier.
Right there
Boom,
with
now
you.
who's
Okay.
uncomfortable?
I
I
didn't
don't know
do
what you're talking
nothing.
about. I'm having a great time. I'm having a great time being in a state of denial and meeting new people and hopefully finding out the truth. This is great.
Katia, meanwhile, is just kind of sidled up to Zelia and like four of the foxes are like, snacks.
She's got stuff in her pocket.
She's very happy. The fox is going to go and just kind of vanish back into her skin.
At this point, Zilia, are you going to introduce yourself to the rest of these folks? Or
You know, I was
Treavor, are
going
you
to,
gonna
but then
introduce?
I was going to introduce myself, but my snake has crawled somewhere under the seat, so I'm just under the seat right now, trying to have my snake in a dark theater going, I haven't named it yet. I still don't know how to call it. So I think she inadvertently introduces herself to everyone.
Oh no!
Just while your snake is crawling past me, oh yeah, hi, I'm Zilia. like that.
Hi, have you seen a snake? Hi, have you seen a
No,
snake?
should I?
Yes. And when she finds the snake, she will then introduce herself to everyone and be like, I'm so sorry. It's a good snake. I just got a little lost.
You may have already marked this down, but when I pulled that card for Valeska not recognizing you, you should have got a despair.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Because that was a bummer.
That was a bummer.
I tried to soften it by reminding you the goat, but let's be real.
Yeah, you got bodied by a 10-year-old. It was really bad.
Really bad. At least no one was there to see her that knew her yet.
That's true.
Possibly out of left field, but can one of the foxes try eating the mini Karen?
Can they try?
Eat the little person?
Oh, not like
Yeah.
that. Jeez.
What? No, the Lego person.
The Lego person.
Yeah.
One of foxes might think about it very strongly, at least, I
Yeah.
feel.
I think
Oh my
that's
gosh.
plausible. You feel one of your foxes stretch out towards that tiny person. You know it's coming. Are you going to try and stop it?
I've given up on trying to control these guys. I'm just kind of looking. I'm still a goetic.
Not
I'm still a
the
goetic. I
resignation.
believe in demons.
Yeah.
I believe in demons' rights.
You're like, that's what you get for picking that seat.
I think Nicoal though is going to like just tap it on the snout a little bit to get it to stop and go. It's entertaining me.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, that
kind of.
feels like a proper GM shift deciding what happens here, but that's kind of delightful. And I don't know, honestly, is it a bad thing if your fox eats the person, which seems like yes. But if it doesn't eat the person and then the person's mad at you, maybe also bad. Yeah.
It does sound like regardless we have different flavors of bad.
We do. We have basically different flavors of bad. Also, I'm like, wait, does the fox bite Nicoal when that happens? I don't know how many ways it can go bad for folks. I don't know how many people I can throw despair at. I don't want to be over generous because I am inclined toward it.
I'm so excited.
And the book says over and over, don't do it. So yeah, your fox tries to bite the little Lego person. They leap out of the way. And they go, I'm going to talk to the manager about this. And they begin the slow, laborious process of climbing down and heading across the theater to find the manager. Hopefully it will take longer than the movie.
Movie's over.
Yeah,
But I
because we
do
don't
feel
have
like-
tickets.
That deserves one of these. I might be pulling these too fast. I don't know, guys. They're too exciting not to pull. This one is Whispering Lover.
Ooh.
Oh my.
Yeah. This one's for empaths again, so nobody gets any joy from or nobody has
Sorry,
any
we're
fun
not the
happen from
team of
this.
empaths. We're the team of
No.
everything else.
You're all like, everybody, you do you. It's love, romance, partnerships, loved ones, and relationships. So, keep it in mind as you're smelling your wife's perfume.
Yeah.
And your ex is sitting next to you, accidentally calling you babe periodically.
Oh.
Aaron, what sun are we on at the moment?
What sun are we on? This one is the indigo sun.
Indigo
Oh,
sun.
That actually is a good point. This one is got indigo as a negative, or how do you put that one? Essentially, for folks who aren't familiar, as we play these cards, they go down on the path of suns. If the designation of the card matches the sun it's placed on, it gets a boost. If it matches the one that's marked for a mismatch, we'll call it, it's a negative. So I tried to make, I will be honest, for ease of tech, I did pull these out, but I didn't sort of look at the story part. I just was like, here are the technical pieces. So I don't remember what it means for being on the sun it doesn't like. Is that -1 to everybody, or
No.
That sounds right.
let's talk amongst yourselves while I look this up.
Well, I can make this. I can make this a problem.
Thank you.
A sentence he said many a
Seems like
time.
The title of,
At least
of
twice
Kesh's
today
biography
already.
right now.
I can make this a problem.
That's amazing.
But I think there is a moment where yeah, it's gonna be Danny. I think there's a moment where Keshav like takes a bite of his popcorn, and it is currently on the indigo sun, and takes a bite out of it. And there is a flash of truth that he tastes and does not like, and immediately hands the popcorn, being like, "Oh, look, you haven't had any of these yet. Please enjoy the rest. Enjoy the rest of it. I'll pinch from you later." Turns over to Danny, and smiles and goes, "So how long have you been back from Shadow? I'm sure it has been quite the transition."
It hasn't been that long. It feels, I don't know. It's at times really weird after
Time
you
is
come here. So
some of they would say debatable, but yes, it is. It is quite the adjustment. I too,
yeah.
a little longer than recently, but I too have returned from Shadow, and I did find the transition a little difficult. But how are you doing with the transition? Have you been to the theater before? Are you enjoying it?
Katia over here
Um,
just puts her face in her hands.
I've haven't come to one of these movies before. No, I've watched Katya perform a couple of times. I kind of feel like this is more of a temporary thing for me. Like, I don't really know how much longer I'm going to be here compared to going back where I belong, if that makes sense. I guess it's hard to explain it to you guys.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, that's interesting. That's an interesting
Celia's
thought you
just feeding the
had.
foxes popcorn as they listen.
They're all just
Go
like,
back. That's an
Yeah.
interesting
I mean,
proposition to make.
yeah. Do you remember what life was like before you came here? Like,
Bits and pieces. A lot. Well, as you know, the shadow is both truth, lie, illusion, a little bit on the murkier side. But I do remember performing, and he like leans over to Katya and smiles. Nice to know that you're a performer. I thought you had a lovely flair about you. But yes, I was a performer. I don't remember too much. I do remember city lights, dancing scapes, the allure of comfort and knowing my place in life. But
yeah.
it's not fully true now, is it?
I mean, I guess it depends. I
And
feel
of
like
course,
everything over there was true.
uh,
I mean, we had families, we
course.
had lives, we had everything, and it's hard for. I mean, can you that the entire world, everything from the beginning of time to when we came over here was fake? That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make. What would be the purpose of that?
What is the purpose of
Realistically.
that? That's such an
Yeah.
interesting question.
What is the purpose? Love leans around you. It's like, what is the purpose of Shadow? Oh my God, she's so philosophical.
She is, isn't she?
Katia's just like, somebody has to stop this before she starts crying again. Please.
I will, unfortunately, for all of us, Keshav will not be stopping because
Progressively
I need you to
desperate
know
fox
that I,
face.
Valiant Dorian, will not be pursuing this line of conversation, but Keshav will.
I will say, you know what? I'll cut it off. We'll do another one of these Seuss cards because this is when
Let's
the movie's going to
go.
start.
Oh,
For the record, it is it is based on your sorcery cost. So we have changed the card already, but it would have been if you want to cast a spell, the sorcery cost is increased, or its effect is decreased. If I've got that right, if it matches. If it's a good match, it's cheaper to spend sorcery, and it's or it's more powerful. That's on all the cards. It's by 1. If the card matches the sun, it's by 2. So it can be good, it can be bad. Everything's a little chaotic here, but you all know that. You've lived here long enough to recognize, like, you just have to wait a bit, and everything will change, for better or worse. All right. I have to tell you guys something real quick, like out of game.
Yes.
I briefly lost my mind and I almost made this movie out of clips on Canva. And then I was like, you are so busy, you cannot function. Stop doing that. And I kind of wish I had anyway. Part of the reason was I
That
wanted
would
my
be
husband.
amazing.
I wanted
It
to
would have
record
been
my
amazing,
husband for
but-
one part of it, and he was like, no. Which is fair.
I'm just glad you didn't give yourself additional work to do.
Yeah.
Sometimes the vision is too powerful and it's really hard not to just keep going.
I also
Fair.
want to note here, this is why Aaron and I are friends. Because I'm like, I'm never related to something harder.
No.
But I will get better at metering out. Anyway, the Endless Woods. This one affects Stoics. So you will get a bonus to your ventures. It sounds, nature, mysteries, the dark side of the forces of life, which is eerie and actually quite appropriate again. All right, so the lights come down. Your seats. I did not describe this to you, but they are velvet, red velvet, very classic. A little threadbare in some spots, but where it is threadbare, it glitters underneath, almost like scales. And where that velvet touches you, you start to feel it kind of almost like it's sinking in. It's not painful, but it's almost like the theater is tasting you.
Oh.
So sorry, Danny.
Real quick,
Danny's not a fan, yeah.
as the lights do come down, Nicoal does get up and go, oh, excuse me, real quick. And she runs down the stairs to whatever step the Lego person is on, picks them up, runs back up, puts them at the top, and gets back in her seat.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Wait, I need to throw something in there as well. Then, partially
Yeah.
inspired by the Whispering Lava Sooth card. When Nicoal does that, the one fox that she bapped is still like hunched over the back of the seat with this slightly lovelorn look. I think a fox has a crush on you now.
The snappy one.
The
That's
snappy
perfect.
Oh,
Lego person eating one.
She leans back in her seat as it tastes her, because that's a sentence. And she like looks at the fox as she lights up one of her cigarettes and goes, no, it's not gonna work.
Little fox is like,
Just you wait.
He was a fox. She was a vislae.
so the screen lights with the projector. You see the title, Questions Answered, spread across the screen. And then it says, written and directed by Enya Midnight. And then the movie starts. It is black and white. It is very artsy. And so this is what you see. There's a red-haired woman walking through a conifer forest. The trees are huge. They stretch up on every side of her. She is walking with purpose, though. The camera, in fact, kind of tilts up. You have a clip of it looking up at this icy white sky beyond the crown of trees. Spinning slightly. It cuts to ants in the leaf litter. They are built of metal and magic. They glitter, and then her shadow passes over them. She keeps walking. It's very unsettling. You find in you there is this creeping sense of like anticipation. That you don't, it's that moment, you know, that kind of anxiety where you're not sure if you're excited for something or if you're afraid of something happening. You're sitting right there. She keeps walking, unafraid in a way that, given the feeling you're feeling, is also very unsettling. Larger shadows start to bleed between the trees, and this whispering voice picks up. You cannot make out what it's saying. It just feels like there's words in there. It kind of keeps merging into this ominous score that sort of swells along with these images. She comes out into a sort of clearing, and there is an office building there. Like mirrored windows. And she stops and she looks up at a tree as a raven lands, holding a broken arrow in one claw. And then she continues on. It cuts to a man's face, looking out at you. He seems to be looking like out a window. He's kind of gaunt. He's got really hard cheekbones, deep set eyes. His skin in the black and white, it's this pale gray. You think he would be like, I don't know, probably be pretty light skinned, but he might also be blue, but like baby blue. But the thing is, when you see him, it strikes you forcefully that you know that man. You've seen that man, you know that man. The woman continues up the steps of the incongruous office building. You notice in the mirror of the windows, the trees, there seems to be a storm. The trees are whipping around. You know, all around her, it is calm. But she goes into this office building. The camera shifts now, and you're not watching this woman, you are the woman. The camera is basically doing viewpoint, right? Let's see. She walks down this corridor that seems to go on forever, lined with doors. And you see that your hand come out, touch the wall, skim over the doors. Each one you pass, the film flashes a glimpse of what might be behind that door. There's a void of roiling colored smoke. There's a single staring giant eye. There's a woman dressed in black to the tips of her fingers wearing a blank white mask. A hive of bees. And then the man once more staring at you, now imploring. You know him. You can't remember where you've seen him before, though. Where did you meet this guy? Why is that face so familiar? In the film, you stop before a door that has two neat lines of text in no language you have ever seen. But fortunately, the film has subtitles. They say, "This is not the answer." It cuts to the man. He shakes his head minutely. Then the raven, the entryway of the office building, the raven flies in, still holding that broken arrow, dragging it along behind it. You see the hand go up of the woman, of you, to push against the door. You see the man set his hand against another door, perhaps the other side of the door. And then the screen catches fire, and ravens explode out of it into a cloud. And now I guess we're in an action.
And Nicoal goes, "Hell yeah!"
And Danny goes, "Of course."
Lily's been gasping along with the whole thing, and now she's very quiet.
So there are now ravens flying around in this theater erratically. I forgot this was in there, and I'm very excited. The raven is the next card. I feel like that's surprising.
No fucking way.
It really
right?
is.
Yes. I honestly put a lot of this together before I did any of the Seuss stuff. Some of it was based on clips I found, and then I made it way weirder because it wasn't going to be weird enough. And I sent a list to Treavor and forgot about it. All right, let me see. Oh, okay, this is a companion of secrets, so it's Gallant card. A companion duplicates the effects of the previously played card, which works out pretty good for the Stoic.
Rad.
It means jealousy and sight and trickery. Okay. So, You guys feel like trying an action mode?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know
let's
it's
do
a
it.
little daunting because again, most
Ready.
of us are new to Invisible Sun. But why not give everything a shot? Plus, if you don't, those ravens are just gonna like get in your hair and stuff. I don't know. Julia's like, bring it on.
I wish to attempt a nom.
I'm getting my spells up.
Yes,
This is
everybody
literally
get your things you
Kentucky
need.
Fried Raven.
Are they just flying around? Are they attack? Like, what is everyone else in the theater doing? And are they coming for us, or are they
Everybody's
just like
screaming?
okay?
So Zilia has an affinity for small creatures. Is there anything you need? Do you just know if they know a thing, or do I need to make you roll?
So I have, sorry, I was just looking for my ability here. So I have, if I pay attention, I can grasp the nature of small things quickly. But I do need to roll for that. But I don't need to roll for the fact that small things typically won't attack me unless I provoke them.
Yeah.
So I would love to pay attention and see what I can learn about them.
Okay.
And I get +1 die for this because I'm working against an entity that may not want to be known. I
Before
rolled
we
a 7 and a 6.
Okay. That is enough to know that the ravens are agitated. They are freaking out. They are kind of diving at people, but you know that it's not out of malice. It's out of, we are not supposed to be here, guys. Which of you is the one that opens the door, basically?
Okay. I will like say something to that effect of like they're just scared, everybody. Like they just want to go outside. Don't hurt them, don't hurt them, don't hurt them.
Katia knows where the nearest doors are. Imagine like she's the one who lives here and probably will just like run off, almost half falling into like a lope whenever like the fox paws stick out because they're kind of panicked too. And it's just going for the nearest door that she can find. But before that, I had a question. Goetics can speak, read, and write all languages except those belonging to the most obscure spirit entities. So the lines of text in the film, do I really not know any of it?
You really don't know any of them.
Oh my.
It's and here's the question. Is that because it is an obscure spirit? Maybe. Clearly something is weird about this movie.
Okay.
It's also pretentious as hell. It could be made up.
That
would take that would take some research to.
That is fair. But I'm busy at the door right now. I just wanted to confirm that.
I do feel like in this world, though, like every movie viewing is kind of like going to see a David Lynch film where like the screen catching on fire and ravens coming out. Like there's a moment where everyone went, is this part of it?
Danny's just like, I miss Kurt Russell.
This is they saying the screen is still on fire.
Oh, wow.
I've never craved love actually more than anything else right now.
Okay.
Do I find a door? Can I open the door safely?
Can you find a door? I think. Okay, hang on a second. Why am I not seeing? I just want to make sure I'm remembering how to do action mode correctly. I think you all get to decide what you're doing that is around, and then the things that are not you do something. And we see what happens. Accurate? Those of you who are more experienced on watching other people do this part of this part, or doing this yourself? Rockin'. Okay, so you would like to find a door. You just know where the doors are, so I don't think that's difficult. The back door is on the smaller side. It was described as like one person at a time going through, but it is a door. The front door is where everybody's trying to get out, crowding out. And which are you going for? Or are you going to make a door?
I can't make a door. I wish I could make a door. I can't make a door. I am going for whichever the crowd is not necessarily going for, whatever might look a little bit obscure, but is still close by enough. And then I reliably know I can.
Okay. You got the delivery door that you guys came through. That's the closest one.
Okay. I'm running for the delivery door.
Okay. That you did just fine, so I don't think there's any challenge associated with it. It's just a process of running from the door.
Yes.
Yeah. The only difficulty here is the ravens don't necessarily see that the door is there.
I have a thing I want to do
Let's hear it.
because I came here for answers. I came here to find out what I can do to fix my curse, and I refuse to leave here empty-handed.
Okay.
And I think like Keshav sees the fire, sees the ravens burst out of the projector, for a moment goes, this is where the answers come, realizes that these are just cawing, screaming ravens, the fire is getting out of control. I would like to take a closer look of everything around me, on what's going on magically in the periphery, and I will specifically like to do that by casting the spell, my Vancian spell, Eyes of the Overworld, where for this round I clearly see things that are invisible or obscured.
Okay. Is there any roll associated with that, or you just do it?
I assume I have to roll like a perception I get, and I have to roll the additional sorcery dice. What I believe I need to do, right?
Yeah.
I haven't played Advanced before. Usually I just talk to things and then they do things for me. Or not.
Very convenient.
You know? Amazing. So let's get, what is my sorcery? Do I want to spend a bene? Yeah, I do. I really want this.
How much do you want an answer?
I really want it. I really want an answer. I really want an answer. So I'm gonna spend a bene. All right, get my die. All right, let's see. Are you a 6 or a 9? That is a 9.
Whoop, 9 is good. All right. You notice, so the ravens are mostly like flying all around and kind of making it hard to see across the theater, but there is sort of a cluster of them near the stage. There seems to be someone lying on the stage. They were not there before.
Mr. Valiant Roy would not be making this choice, but Mr. Keshav sure will. I think there's a moment where we see this sort of like mesh, this beautiful, gorgeous, multicolor patterned mesh top that Keshav wears, and he like pulls on something like almost like a thread of it, and that is where his Vancian magic is stored, is in that shirt. And we see a strand of indigo as his eyes that blink like glitch once and across the other through the glitching curse turn indigo, and he sees that taps Love's lap and goes, there's something on the stage, and I have a feeling that our truth-seeking venture has gone terribly wrong. I'm gonna go see what it is. And I think that will like conclude my action as like Kesha stands up and starts marching on over to whatever that is, before turning around to Love and being like, maybe duck. I don't want this. I don't want these ravens pecking at you, thanks. You're too pretty for that. And then starts marching down towards the stage.
I love it. All right. Let's see, Nicoal.
I don't know if this is an appropriate thing to do in this game, but I'm going to ask, can Nicoal get a joy because a whole screen lit on fire?
At the end, when we do, we'll do like
okay, I don't know. I didn't know how it works, so.
And then that's when that sort of thing will happen. And I feel you have a good argument for
I feel like I got an argument. Yeah. I think she's gonna. Huh?
Do tell me, what's the feeling when that screen catches on fire?
I said, hell yeah. Like, she is stoked.
My question. Caught fire's eye could be a lot of things.
Yep.
Sexy fire here? Is a theater fighter sexy, or are you just like...
No, it's...
Impressed?
Impressed. I think impressed is like the... went from this is a terrible experience to awesome. And...
It's like the range of Nicoal's emotions.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you're the saddest.
Now here's the great part. She's gonna follow Keshav, but did not hear what he said. It is just going because it's like fire. Yes. Actually, no. I know exactly what her thought was. She flicks the cigarette she had just lit, and she goes, "I'm lighting a cigarette on that thing."
Oh my God.
Danny, meanwhile, is going
Or
fire. No.
Fire
is-
bad.
Fire horrible. Is there an equivalent? And I'm going to looking for the equivalent of this place's version of a fire extinguisher in this theater. Is there anything like that? I mean,
Oh, that feels like something they should have.
Should.
or even one of their magical movie props that shoots out something for a fireman
what?
style movie.
You can
Anything.
go check in the movie props.
I'm
Yeah.
running into the props to see if there's any crazy shit back there that I can use to extinguish this fire before people die.
Yeah.
I was
Okay. Go ahead.
going to ask, with the ravens and trying to get them out, can I use my Exegious appeasement?
Ooh, I think that's a great idea.
That's my favorite spell in all of
That
Invisible
seems
Sun.
like
I'm
a
so
very
glad you got
appropriate.
it.
I was gonna ask if there was anything else you wanted to do because I think running to the door is basically a movement. Opening it is, I guess, a little bit of an action, but come on, you can do something else. So yeah, that seems very reasonable.
Just to describe the action, she pulls up like this small deck of cards, just your standard red bicycle deck, and she does this little like card throw, and one card just shoots all the way up, and she's just screaming, "Over here! You want this, damn it!" in the direction of the doorway, and all the foxes are trying to help and really just kind of failing at it too. But they're shouting encouragement.
All right, so you need to roll to see if it takes effect.
Yes.
And so then I need to set a challenge for that, yeah? And I need to tell you. I've been thinking of the challenges when you guys roll, and I haven't been saying them out loud. So generally it's 1 to 10 unless it's something real weird. There are a lot of ravens, and I think that
do a card
you
spring.
are loud enough and you are present enough that this isn't going to be terribly hard, but it's not going to be terribly easy. So let's just stick it out of 5.
Okay, what am I rolling again?
So you are going to roll, it's 1 plus your 1d10, plus whatever the spell adds to the venture.
Level.
The level, right?
Okay,
And then you
that's
can,
9.
there's some of them you can modify with an extra die, right?
Yes, I don't
So
think
you'll roll that, you'll add the other number. And then if you want to
also
spend any,
Sorry, go ahead.
yeah, if you want to spend any of your sorcery bene, then that will add a point to whatever you roll.
I rolled a 9.
Okay, you
With that plus one
definitely knocked
modifier.
this out of the park. So you see like one. So when you pull that up, right, and it just is whatever they want most, yeah.
Yes.
And does everybody else see it, or is it one that only they see it?
You'll see the object. It's very appealing to whatever I'm targeting.
Got it. It doesn't turn into something a raven would
No.
like. The ravens are just like, what is that? It's the only thing I've ever wanted.
Yes.
Got it.
This is exactly what I need, exactly in this moment. And she's like flicking the card in the direction of the door while making a lot of fucking noise.
Perfect. Yeah, you've got like you see like first 1 and then 2 and then like a building crowd of these ravens, flock of these ravens sort of come towards you, start swoop streaming past you. You manage to stay out of the way. Some feathers fall off. I'm like, does a fox snap? But you know what? It doesn't matter. It's a very neutral thing.
Yes.
At least one of your foxes snaps a raven out of the air.
So you see that?
I don't know. Does Zilia see that? You're still in the theater, and she's in the back.
Okay, then
So
no,
you
yeah.
probably
okay, good.
missed it. But that does not exclude
just
the
feel it.
possibility that when Kathia comes out, that fox might be sticking out some feathers, and then you'll know. We'll leave that
I have a
possibility.
love struggle relationship with those foxes, as I do with all creatures that eat other creatures.
Danny, I am gonna say that you do find something.
Wonderful.
What you find, let's see, what could this be? Because it's just being a fire extinguisher is exceptionally dull. You know what you find? You find a whole bunch of sand. You find a whole bunch of sand, but there's buckets.
Buckets of sand.
So that works.
Okay. Yeah, I will grab the buckets of sand.
Oh.
Um,
This is, I think, I'm really working on this, guys. I feel like
Yeah.
that's a thing where I pull the card and she gets a joy. True?
Sure, yeah, why not?
I wish you had more definite boundaries around this. But I understand.
Me or
Yes. Tell me when it is and isn't appropriate to flip one of these dang cards.
anytime the scene changes or like, yeah, I mean, you're in a different room, so like
There
totally
you
flip
go.
a
You
card.
changed rooms and you
Flip a
got
card.
something. That's great. It's the hidden moon. We're back to Gallant.
Love it.
This one this one empowers gray spells and knocks back indigo spells, but not in a special way because we are on the red sun. It is new beginnings, insight, intuition, foresight, looking ahead, and potential danger.
Wonderful.
All right.
I am grabbing the buckets of sand, and as I'm breathing a rune and just praying, let me extinguish this fire. And it creates a rune that's hovering over my head, and it's going to assist me in that action when I run in there to do it. So
Perfect. Okay. This is when we would have NPCs go. I don't think anybody needs to step in at this. Love is going to duck as requested. The tiny Lego sized person is going to change course and start heading kind of up to the back of the theater. The ravens will continue streaming out through the door until they are gone. And the fox is going to chew on that raven. And now it's another round. So, what are we going to do now? 3 of you were mid-action. I guess as the ravens stream out, Zilia hurting them as well. Are you going to pivot
No, I
to
think
the fire?
I think that so can everyone see the body on the person on the stage, or is that just
You know what?
Valiant?
I think as the ravens depart, you can see the body.
Okay, because
but
I imagine
Valiant is gonna be-
sorry.
Valiant is already, or sorry, not Valiant. Kashav!
I did them, sorry. With accident.
Just,
So I think
I'm going to
Lilia
do
was-
that constantly. Everybody be chill. I can't remember to call my kids the right name sometimes. You're not luckier than them. So
Yes.
Kashav is already like closer, and Nicoal is, although she has no idea that that's there. But yeah, you can see there is a body there.
Okay, because I imagine Lilia was up on the back of the seats to help like do the raven thing, and so if she turns,
so
she
you've
can see
even got like a better
okay.
angle.
So she is also, but there's also fire. But I think she assumes somebody's gonna take care of the fire thing. There are people who with rules who understand the fire thing better than she does, so she's just gonna go check on the person.
All right. So as you approach this person, since several of you are aiming for it, you realize that's not a person, or at least it's not a vislae. It's not some kind of human thing. This looks like a man. His face is like the pale blue. Like it's a little corpse-like, but maybe a little less. He doesn't look. Well, he is dead. He does look like he's dead. To be honest,
a little bit dead.
Oh no.
he's got wings that look like dried thorn branches that sort of crackle with little bits of lightning, although it is slowing down. He's got 4 arms. His hands don't attach to his wrist. They sort of float above it, though his arms are both all spread out. His eyes are like black holes, just endless. And he's that guy. He's that guy from that movie, but he's not a person anymore. He's an angel.
Oh shit.
I know you. Wait, I know this guy. He was in the movie. I don't know how I know him. Does anyone else? Does anyone else know him?
Why do I know you? And you see that Keshav kind of like still approaches. Like I think at some point notices that Nicoal is walking close to him and flashes you a grin. Again, it's only the smile that appears upon this glitching face. And I would like to observe this. You said mostly dead. I'd like to confirm.
No,
if it
sorry,
is-
he's dead. he's
Okay.
dead. I just jumped to that part. He when you look at him, he looks kind of like a corpse, but you realize that that's just the color of his skin. He hasn't sort of like lost all the blood and started kind of getting that cyanotic look. So when I say mostly dead, I was like more like a baby blue and less like he's been rotting a bit blue. But he is dead. He is more freshly dead than if you saw a human body this color, you'd be like, oh no, that's not going to smell good.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think Kesha like tilts his head looking at this dead angel. Even for Saturn, a very, very strange occurrence. I want to know what's going on here. Can I like take a look at this whole area and maybe at the body itself to see if I see anything else distinguishing
Yeah.
other than the fact that it's an angel here?
Well, the screen is still burning.
I'm working on that.
I believe in the power of Danny to work on that.
You two are going, someone will take care of that.
Yes.
Meanwhile, Nicole's behind him, just like lighting the earth. What?
I think as soon as you light your cigarette, it's like, that fire any good? Does it feel any different?
That's actually a good question. Does it feel different at all?
Does fire feel different?
Well,
Different fires?
okay, let me put it this
Build a
way.
little
Does
world
it
for me.
does it act like fire when I go to light the cigarette?
Yes. It seems that something very like intense happened and ignited the screen. I also
Okay.
have to tell you, I'm all like a dead angel, and immediately the sky opens up and it's hailing. out
Yeah,
there.
yeah. Well, I just took it as the sound of the burning screen, so
There you go.
It does
That's
sound like that.
yeah.
secret sound effects. Love it.
Yep.
Can I ask a question really quick?
Yeah.
Does Zillion know whether Katya has an affinity with angels or demons? Is that something Zillion would know?
Your roommate,
Probably.
so it seems like it would come up, but
I
only
would
if
probably have
Katya
told
doesn't
you.
keep that a secret.
I would have
Okay.
told you. It's
Do you
definitely.
want to tell me in the chat so that Zillion knows, but
Yes,
no one else
yes,
does?
yes.
Is it a secret? Okay.
Are you a left-hand or right-handed goetic? I gotta know. I wanna know. I don't get to know.
Okay. So you were looking at the angel in the
Yes.
area.
Yes, I would like to look at the angel in my area, indeed.
Yes. The angel is the weirdest thing here. The screen is they're gonna need to get a new screen. It's gone. Something from the center. I mean, you saw ravens. That was a boom. But whatever made that happen was a lot of power, a lot of magic. It ignited the screen, and apparently either it's unclear. You would have to tell me why you would know how to do like medical checks on an angel. It's unclear how this guy died.
I'm less interested in the medical of it all, and more interested in the like you said, it took great magic to do this.
Yeah.
So for
Yeah.
me, I think like what Keshav is really looking for is like, okay, what schools of magic are we dealing with here? Did this angel is this a type of like transport? Did this angel move from the blue sun and the new
Yeah.
sphere and end up here? Is this was the angel always here and some other magic ignited the screen? Like, I think that's more
Did
what
someone
Keshav is
launch a
trying to
dead
figure out.
angel through the screen somehow?
Yeah, with a magic cannon, like things like that. Yeah.
Please tell me if this gets too loud. I will mute.
It's so perfect.
it's
It couldn't
great.
be more
That's
perfect.
right.
It's great.
Let me know what roles you need from me, and I
This
will.
is a
I will do it.
question. That feels difficult to tell, but those of you who are more familiar with the world, do tell me if I'm wrong about that. If it's very easy to spot the working of a goetic summoning or the working of an angel's innate magic, or surfing on the currents, or if that's kind of hard to tell.
I think it I think a lot of it depends, Aaron, on like what your plan is for this entity, but it seems difficult. It doesn't seem like super easy, but we do have a Goetic who could help possibly.
I mean, this
and
is
I can't remember
this
what
is what the cards are for, isn't it?
I
If
can't
I'm
remember what
like,
card
no,
we're
you
on.
do need to know, or no, you don't know. Just like, is this a thing that's
You
sort of
can
like,
always-
hey, bud, that's
you
how
can
the
pull a
world
card
works.
out.
You already knew, or is it like, sorry, that should work. It doesn't work.
You could pull a card about it. I'm down for the card to
I'll pull a card
Cards
about
are
it. You
fun.
think you
Pull a
know?
card. Pull
Uh,
we get the
card.
hailstorm, I'm gonna die.
Okay. If it is a hailstorm, I might just need to like go lay
I'm
down
telling
for
you,
a minute.
the cards. The
the
There is
raven
no
messed me
hailstorm.
up
You're
a little
okay.
bit.
Yeah.
It's not. It's a
Wow.
weeping priest, which is close enough. I'm a little uncomfortable still.
Fair enough.
Nailed that tonight.
You're not kidding. This is. Okay,
I'm
let me
telling
see.
you, Monty Cook put some magic in those things and mass-produced them and sent them out to the world, and now we all have this.
All right, bad news. The
I
weeping
love
priest
it.
is the apprentice of secrets, which means it does affect those of you with a gallant heart, which is Keshev. It is a -1 to all actions.
Oh
If
no!
the heart is linked to family.
Perfect. This is perfect.
It
I
is
That
love
feels
betrayal and weakness, delusionment and loss. He's very young.
I know exactly how this comes out. If I may,
Do it, do it, do it.
table. I think Keshev, instead of focusing on figuring out the truth of this, gets pulled by the worst aspects of himself. And instead
You
of
want his
paying attention
face?
to the magic, I
Oh.
memorize this angel's face.
Oh.
Then shape into this angel's face.
Interesting.
Yes.
Ooh, this angel's face, which at this moment, each of you is sure you know that guy. If you have not seen the angel yet, you will have that suspicion. But you don't know that everybody else is having that same feeling.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
when
I
you
think-
steal his face, is his face gone? Or do you just have a copy?
I just
Okay.
it's similar to like
Oh, that's
like
right,
Philip-
because you have Love's face and he doesn't know it. That
He
would be
doesn't
very
know it.
hard if
That
you
would
had
be- that'd
taken
be
it
a hard
away.
thing to hide.
You're like,
Stole
he's
your
like,
face
babe,
in the-
why are the mirrors all gone? And you're like, they're out.
No reason.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry
but yeah,
about
like
it.
Nicoal, you could definitely see like there's a moment where like Keshev pulls at a strand, stops, and stares at this entity's face, and then just drops that thread and just focuses, and then says out loud, "Why do I know you?" And that will end my turn. There's nothing else I
Nice.
want to do.
Magnificent.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm now
I-
saving Angel Face into my document.
I shut your attempt down. I think that gives you a despair. Although you don't seem
Yeah,
bummed
give me a
about it, if I'm
despair.
being honest. But,
Listen,
but
I'm
it's fair.
so
I did
happy
the
about
thing.
this.
Okay.
Um, because Nicoal is a Goetic, can she like she would recognize this as an angel because like she
Yeah.
can summon or she can try to summon stuff like that. Can she take a look around and see if she thinks that this was some sort of summoning or like if the fire was even involved with it? That
Has
the
the fire
movie
been
was
put out,
summoning
by
it?
the way?
No, I think Danny's in the process, but Nicole's like, it's fine.
What's up?
Thank you, Danny, for doing
Nobody's
something
put the
useful.
fire out.
No.
And well,
Why-
Danny
what
is
Danny's
Why
here
would
for.
why would I put the fire out?
We're not putting the fire out. We're actively being a problem together.
Yeah,
which is
yeah.
great.
You're just getting in the way. I love it. Okay. Let me double check if there's anything I ought to know about how Goetic summoning rolls. I think it kind of, the colloquy can look like whatever, kind of. So, yeah. Make me, what would this be? Like a sorcery roll? Or
That's what
a...
I was thinking.
All right, then I'm down. I'm going to be generally like, if you can make an argument and you're
Okay.
not bullshitting me, we'll be good.
Um,
If you try to like do the equivalent of like, I would like to make a performance check to dexterity save, I am not going to roll with it.
Okay, so walk me through this because this is one of the parts that I am less
Yeah.
clear on.
You're going to
So
roll
I start
a d10.
I start with a D10.
Mm-hmm.
If I want to spend something from the sorcery pool, that just lowers the difficulty.
It will add something to your roll.
It'll add some-
Yeah.
Mhm.
So whatever you roll, it'll be a +1 because you can only have
Wait.
one Bene at this point. Yeah. Or does it take my number down?
I think it takes your number down.
Yeah, I think not paying attention to the question. So you can modify the challenge. And I guess it amounts to the same thing, kind of,
Okay,
right?
yeah.
Depends on how you
Yeah,
want to do
yeah,
that.
it's essentially one way or the other. How do
Okay,
I add
and this
more
is-
dice to the roll? I think that's the part I don't
That's
understand.
sortilege.
Sortilege, and you can only add one at this point, probably.
Okay. And I
And this is-
I can only do that for as many times as I have points in sortilege.
Yes.
Like sortilege gives you an extra die. Bene, which is what I use, gives you a plus. Like a +1. Yeah.
And
Right.
you can when you refresh your pools, can sortilege be one you refresh, or is that wait for
Yes.
your take a nap?
Take a
Oh,
nap.
okay. And this
Okay.
is a knowledge roll, so this is one where you can have partial information. So I'm not telling you a number.
Yeah.
I will tell you what you know with the number.
Okay.
And Trevor, you can also tell us how Nicoal does that. Does her cult,
Yeah.
right? Because every Goetic does it differently when they summon. They have like some people do a prayer, some people do a song, some people like, I don't know, write something in their notebook. Like it gives you just extra character coolness.
So you're checking your knowledge to see if this looks like a summoning,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. So you can tell us what it looks like
Yeah.
and compare
Sorry,
it
I was wrong.
against.
No, that's okay. I mean, like, she could, like, maybe she does something similar to how she does summoning, to, like, kind of put her in the mindset of it. So, like, I think for this, like, she has her cigarette, and she's just slowly making, like, a circle in the air with the smoke. And, like, occasionally, Keshav, you can see that there's, like, a little face that shows up in the smoke that, looks at you. But it's kind of doing one of these where it's like... And then, yeah. So I think I am gonna spend a sortilege because I mean I don't know what I'm doing is wrong in this game or not. So I'm just gonna
You
do
know what?
stuff.
That's how we're gonna figure it out.
Yeah. And then
stuff.
I'm going. I don't know what I'm doing in this game. I'm gonna spend 2. Can I spend 2 from sorcery, or can I only spend
You
one
can
at a
only
time?
spend. I think you can only spend one at this point.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah,
You have to
you
Is
only-
this-
get a secret to
Bene,
figure out how to
yeah.
do it.
Okay, I will spend 1 bene. Can I do 1 bene and 1 sortilege, or do I have to pick?
No, I think
No, you
it's
can
okay.
do one of each.
Oh, you can.
You can do
All
one of
right.
each, yes.
I'm wrong
That's
about that.
That's the important thing about having sortilege.
All right.
Yeah.
Because it's a big boon.
All right. Well, I'm doing both.
So
I believe in you. I believe
I'm
in
going to
you.
add one more thing, which is if the guy doesn't want you to, like I know he's dead. Well, never mind. I'll use this as a better example. Never mind. I'm going to go off on a thing.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna roll for the first time in this game. Whoa, that's not great.
Oh no.
Oh my god! Please tell me you rolled a flex.
Yeah, I rolled a 2 and a 0.
Yeah.
no.
Wait, did you roll the flux on your sortilege?
Yeah, that would have been the extra one that I would have done.
Does that still work? Is that still flux then?
That is a flux, yeah.
Thank you, Trevor.
That's what I'm here for.
Oh no. What
Okay.
happens now?
So, again, for folks who don't know, because magic is very weird and erratic as the flow between the suns travels, stuff happens. So you kind of try to boost your knowledge and it backfires. So something's going to happen. I don't think this is one that's worth like doing kind of like damage to your physicality or anything. Let's do something weird.
Now I'm missing the hailstorm. I'm just scared inside.
That's too quiet. It's too quiet. Well, I don't want the flames to go out because I want Danny to be able to do something.
I've worked so hard on that sand.
It's true.
Let our sad lesbian
These
take
are
out the
amazing
fire,
and
please.
terrible.
Let me be useful.
You are being the most useful right now. I cannot stress this enough.
It's
I
really in
stole a guy's
character.
face.
Exactly. But see, that's because I'm so fucking mundane, and you guys are like, let me do all this vislae shit. And I'm like, what's that mean? There's a fire.
Uh-oh.
I know, look at that
There's
face.
so many choices.
Erin seems to have found something that entertains her, though.
I like this one. This is entertaining. A secret you wanted kept seeps into the brain of someone nearby. What does Kesha suddenly know?
Of a bitch.
Oh, it's Kesha.
Oh,
Give
son
me-
of a bitch.
Oh, it's the perfect
The
person,
worst
too.
person.
Oh, yes.
Does Kesha now know about the hole where your parents were?
No. Because that again, I want to give him something he can do role playing with, and because I feel like it's got to be something that's perfect for Keshev to know.
Juicy.
So Keshev, you now know that Nicoal does need to be around people, but she doesn't let herself be.
Oh, that's so cute.
Aaron, you can flip
not
a Sooth card. for
Oh,
the
good
flex, too.
point.
Not
Did this
to,
skip out? Okay, so
stab
now
the
we're on
knife.
to the invisible sun,
Mm-hmm.
right? So this one is going to
Ooh.
affect everything if we keep flipping. I did not send Trevor any further cards than this, so if we need to keep flipping, they won't show up on the screen, but we'll figure out how to do that in the future. This one also is got the invisible tag, so it's going to duplicate stuff. And let me see if I wrote down the mathy parts. This is the enveloping darkness.
Oh, God.
Jesus.
No.
It is.
I'm sure it's
mysteries.
fine.
It affects.
I have a good
stoics.
feeling about this. Oh, man.
It's good it's good. It's good for stoics.
Oh, okay.
Standing
Yeah.
on the
So
meeting.
when it affects you, I believe you're getting a +1 to your
Oh, thank gosh.
ventures. Is that true?
Awesome.
Did I get that right? I think so.
It
I'll double
depends
check
on
in a
it
second.
depends on what level the card is. What's it? Is it a companion or a?
Oh yeah,
I
no,
can't
this is just a
remember.
regular guy.
Okay.
But it affects stoics. Do they do anything? Does it do anything if it's that, or just if it's matching the sun, which it is?
Yeah, no, the companion is the one that, like, for example, keeps the card from before it,
Mm-hmm.
but different ones do different things. Like some do give you +1, some give you +2, some give you -1 on your rolls. So it all depends on. But I don't remember the cards well enough. I would have to look it up, which I
We're
can do.
asking so much of you, and I appreciate your patience.
I
Okay.
I got a Sooth card cheat sheet for you. I'll
Oh my
send it to
God,
you
you're
later.
amazing.
Oh, good. That's good.
Okay, so if it says it's mysteries, that means it affects stoics, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
And
Mysteries.
then-
So, yeah. Restriction,
it's-
loss, endings, value 5. Okay.
And so at that point, belonging forward to the 4 families, key to the hearts. So if it is played from the family associated with character's heart, you get a +1 bonus to your venture. That was what it is. Okay. It doesn't have any extra weird effects, but it has that one.
Right.
And it is restriction, loss, and endings.
Mm.
All right. So you have now this knowledge of Nicoal, this deep vulnerability of Nicoal. There is a dead angel at your feet. And Nicoal, your spell, it doesn't, like, your attempt at getting this, in addition to the blowback, this doesn't make sense. This doesn't
make
feel, there wasn't a summoner. It doesn't feel like there was a summoner, but you don't know what else could be going on. This is weird. You don't know if that guy died from this, or, again, if he was dead and somebody threw him, or how do you know how long an angel's been dead?
I'm saying.
All a mystery.
Yeah.
All right,
I
what
keep
about...
picturing a catapult.
I love it. All right,
Celia
Danny
is going to
Katia,
go get
Celia?
Katia,
All right.
and because there's an angel, and
I'm trotting back
there's
already.
An angel. There's an angel.
Yes, what? Angel?
There's an angel.
What? one of the foxes may or may not have some raven feathers sticking out of its mouth, looking slightly guilty and peeking over her shoulder, and just gets like, why is there an angel in the theater? I'm just following Zilia back into the theater.
I don't know. Everyone's trying to figure it out. Well,
Alright,
not
as you
everyone.
guys
Somebody's
are-
putting the fire out, I'm sure.
That's true. Danny, you run up with the sand.
Running in with the buckets of sand, yeah. My
I
rune,
feel
yeah.
like you're gonna have to make some kind of physicality roll
Yeah.
to heave the sand.
So
You should get to
heave
roll
these
dice
buckets of
too.
sand. Thank you. I appreciate that, actually. This is not going to be nearly as impressive as everything else that just happened, but
You
all
could
about
boost it with a
utility.
sortilege and accidentally, flux yourself.
Oh no. I'm going to leave that to those chumps. I'm going to throw sand on this fire.
She's so practical.
I know. Such a stoic.
Absolutely. So I do have the +1 from the Soothe card that you just
That's
laid down
true.
on me. And I used my rune to actually bump
Oh, no,
this
that's
action
right.
as well.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna say it's a lot of fire, but it's like it's starting to fall down the bit, so they're mostly
Yeah.
collected. So you're kind of aiming for a spray. So let's say this is a 3.
Okay. I got a 7.
Yeah,
Oof,
you
rad.
managed to put the fire out. I mean, it takes one bucket here, one bucket there, but there
Yeah.
you go. And then you see the
Magnificent.
angel. You see that guy's face, and you're like,
I know that guy. I'm going to say that out loud because I don't know to keep things to myself.
Lily's gonna go, me too. How do you know him?
I don't know. I know him from somewhere.
Apparently, we
too.
can all
You all know
we
him?
all get
I
we all should get
guess.
share kits because we're in the same club.
Just shaking her
Says
head.
I know a guy on the back.
You got a party name called
The I know a guy
called-
club.
I know
Yeah,
a guy.
I know a guy.
You know a guy.
Okay.
Is that our
So-
group name?
I know a guy.
We know a guy.
Okay.
With
Katia.
in little letters it says who's not actually a guy, who's actually an angel, but is
Yes,
also dead.
yes. I'm writing it on. I'm writing it in the title of my journal.
That's our name now, Erin. I'm sorry.
I mean, it has to be from Shadow, right? I don't know anyone here.
It has
Barely.
4 arms.
It's an angel.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm
Hi,
sure you weren't
Azalia.
all... Okay, you weren't riddled with foxes when you were in Shadow, I'm sure, right?
Were you?
But now you are.
She's just staring into the middle distance, and the foxes are starting to confer.
So
Probably
maybe he
not.
was a normal guy, and now he's this and dead.
And blue.
All right. Katia, is there
Sorry,
anything you would like to do?
So Goethic's gonna Goetic, and they're going to go at terrible things because that's the nature of demon summoners. I'm staring at the guy throughout. The foxes are whispering, and I'm like, I wonder if I can find somebody who knows this angel. And she begins attempting to summon an angel.
Okay.
A little baby mini angel. She only can go up to level 3, but she's going to try her goddamn luck anyway.
Okay. How do
I
you
don't know the
summon-
roles I should be doing for this. I
Don't worry, we'll
assume.
figure it out.
Yes.
Let's see.
Real quick, while you figure that out, I gotta say that the lurking writer in chat has a great one with turns out the angel's name is Noah Guy.
Yes. Please let it be canon. Please let it be canon. Holy shit.
That's his name, and for now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see. I think my headphones just died.
I don't know that role.
Let's see. You can summon beings up to level 3,
Yes.
and
I'm just looking for a little baby cherub. That's all.
you need. Let's see. You need this one. You need this page. And types of summoning. Okay. So you are asking a query.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes. I want a counsel from an angel, essentially.
Okay.
Send me an angel.
All right, and you would
Preferably
know that generally, the more obscure something is, the more powerful the being you
Yes.
need to find. So this
Yes.
is going to tell you if this is like, oh yeah, everybody knows Noah, or if it's weirder than that.
Okay.
Okay, so the
Got
process
my
of
dice
summoning,
rolling.
I think, is largely narrative, but you do
Yes.
the means of colloquy. Okay, and you do.
You have to choose how you would like to call the entity. So you can persuade them, you can bribe them,
I
you can trick them, you can coerce
Cynthia's
them into
appeasement
coming.
is very good. I'm like, I pull out a card, and of the cards that I have, everything so far it's just red bags throughout. But I fan out my cards a little bit nervously, yank out a single card, and it's oddly enough just gold backed.
Hmm.
And I'm just like, I have something an angel in my life. And then a fox at the back is like, you have to make the goddamn circle first. And then she's like, oh right. Despite how generally chaotic poor little Katia is, what happens after this is kind of closer to more, but she sort of reaches a hand over her shoulder to the whispering fox. And almost as though it's a routine they've practiced very many times already, the fox savages her thumb, just bites like a small chunk of meat out. Starting to bleed, she leans forward and begins drawing a circle and the necessary runes across the ground, just with her blood, just murmuring quietly to herself. When she's done, she sets the single golden card there and basically goes, Angel, I summon thee, and whatever is necessary.
Okay. And now does this become a sorcery roll, or what is the role associated with summoning? Is there one?
So bribery has 2 roles.
Mhm.
You have to make 2 attempts. The first
I'm
is
using Exegious Appeasement for that too.
oh yeah, that's good. It's been a while, but
So,
I remember that bribery has 2 attempts.
oh,
Who
here it is.
somebody reminds me of this?
Bribery requires 2 persuasion actions,
Okay.
with a bonus
Persuasion.
of 1 to 4 based on the bribe, with a
Okay.
challenge of the entity's level 1 to 3.
Okay. And
Cool.
Are you aiming for 3?
Yes.
Or are you trying to just go for like a little guy?
2. Let's settle on 2.
Okay.
And I have Persuasion as a skill.
Okay. So you can. That adds 1 to it, or
Yes.
okay.
So
You have-
like it brings your venture down by 1.
Got it.
How
Okay.
you can think about that.
Okay. So you're
Okay,
just
so I'm
trying to
rolling.
get a little guy. So it's like it's now just a 1.
Mm-hmm. So
Did you
D10?
did you roll?
Yes.
Oh, sorry. What was the number?
5.
A 5. Okay. Yeah. And you're trying to summon an angel,
Yes. A little
Just a
baby
little
angel.
guy.
little baby angel.
Just a little fluttery guy, like the ones on Hallmark cards. I'm not looking for a big seraphim. I
Yeah.
just want them to know.
Like a precious
Just
moments
not-
angel. Like
Yeah.
Precious moments angel.
yeah.
What you get
So cute.
is like a golden eyeball. It's kind of like a frog eye, where it's like a sideways iris, surrounded by a wheel of feathers that are, the edges are flaming, but the flames are not spreading. It doesn't seem to be a very big one, and it
Howdy.
blinks at you. It
I
says,
kind of point at a corpse. I'm like, you know what?
the eye swings around, looks,
What?
widens, looks back, and says, "No."
Do you know what he is? What kind of angel?
Big.
Do you know what might have killed an angel like this?
Something bigger.
Katia looks up, looks around, is like, anyone want to help me with this thing? Foxes are
It's
like,
your summon.
are you a snack?
Technically,
Can I
you're
eat
allowed to
you?
ask one question, but this one doesn't know the rules, apparently. Yeah, so it tells you, it doesn't know that one, but it is a very powerful looking, it is a powerful angel. It can tell
Okay.
that. And
can tell
the
that.
assumption is if something killed that, it was more powerful.
Yes.
The
How
frog
about-
eye blinks, there is a resonant humming, and it disappears.
Oh,
That was very helpful. Well, Fox goes, not.
I will say one other thing for you two goetics before I
Yes?
think it's a good time to stop. The angel has like these. It does have sort of like kind of cloths arranged on it, like swag, but you can tell underneath it, sort of burnt into the skin, is some kind of a glyph.
Oh.
And
Interesting.
like you said, you can read all but the most obscure.
And we can't read that, can we?
You can. It doesn't. This is the thing. The language of angels is like some of the translation is a little bit hard to do. So when you read this, it makes your mouth burn like you've eaten chilies, and your lungs feel
Delicious.
like there's nothing nourishing in the air. Like you gotta take a couple of deep breaths because you feel like maybe you're like drowning, but no water, but just like
It's got a good burn.
that feeling when you've read one too many times about like how you can suffocate in a room full of carbon dioxide and you just have to take a couple really good breaths. That's what this
Damn,
reading
that
is.
is a
Woohoo.
good description.
Love that.
A relatable and
Yes.
fully understandable.
Terrifying.
Yeah.
And what you can tell about this is that it's like a syllable. This is part of a word. Part of a title, a name, or something.
Yucky word.
Oh.
So we don't know, like, we can't reproduce it because it just doesn't
I mean,
have.
you could like write it on a piece of paper.
Uh,
It will make you feel that way when you read it. It's not
Yeah.
the angel that's giving you that vibe.
It's the
Come
glyph.
on, Vislae.
yeah. No, like essentially, I'm trying to put it down, like put it down in my notebook as like what this piece of a title is.
Okay. I did not draw a picture of this so that I would stay weird.
Oh no.
What?
I mean like in English, like what does
Oh,
it
in
translate to?
English.
If you don't have one, it's okay.
I don't.
Okay.
I will give you one. I'm a little like, no, but see, it wouldn't turn into like a sound because that's the angel language is not sounds. But
That's fair.
Now I'm getting pedantic.
No, that's fine.
So
Pedantic
let's
is
say
amazing.
what it let me see how to divide this.
No, don't worry.
If you were gonna try to pronounce it with your mouth, it would be Yuli.
Yuli.
Oh, Yuli.
Yeah.
Julie?
But also with like a
Yuli.
yeah. Because of the chili oxygen problem.
A bunch of foxes keep attempting it, and everyone just goes every now and then in the corner.
Just a bunch of gasping foxes.
And I think this is actually where we ought to stop, but I do want to kind of ask if anybody has any thoughts about. Well, first of all, I want to know if anybody has any thoughts about what they would like to do next.
Bookshop.
Bookshop. You do know, as much as I don't get the impression that either of you are very like in with the formal structure of the Goetics.
No.
There does exist a Goetic library,
Oh hell yeah.
but there is the
Yeah.
Very
they know
ordinary
you?
bookshop.
do they know
I'm-
you?
I mean, like a immediate thought. Probably get the dead body out of the burning building.
It's no longer burning. Danny fixed that.
Danny fixed it.
Oh, is it not burning? I thought we hadn't got to that point yet. My bad. Okay, so it's no longer burning. Okay.
Okay. Get the body out. Find some books.
Where are we? What are we gonna?
Yeah,
Gonna
like
take the body?
well, okay, so no, if
You're
the
not
building's
putting it
not
in my
burning anymore,
room.
we don't move the body. That's evidence. That's paperwork. Probably, yeah, like discuss why do we all know this weird black hole-eyed man?
We should go get fries.
Yeah, we'll probably go get
I
some
love
fries,
fries.
and
I
then
love
maybe
that
try to go to a
TBA.
Goetic library and see
Yeah.
how much they hate me.
They don't like me either. And I sort of reach over for a little fist bump.
A little fox fist bump.
All right. You will go to the neighborhood fry bar.
But she
Discuss-
keeps
Wait,
like
but first-
hell that was.
she keeps stopping the foxes. No, it's her. No, not you. No,
Are there
her.
are there some sort of authorities that we should call before we leave, or like?
No.
They'll
let's
handle.
go,
They'll sort
Danny.
it all out.
Zilia remembers that
Oh.
she promised to take notes and pulls out another notebook and starts like scribbling things down.
I do want to throw out this one suggestion from the chat. Can you shrink the body and store it in your dollhouse?
Thinking about that too. So good.
Would
No,
you
because
do that?
I do think it smells. Do dead angels smell?
He smells like ozone. Like a.
But is he
like a-
gonna
Man,
smell?
that's the book Philip K. Dick never lived
Also,
to
I have
write.
a lot of critters. I don't think we're gonna like putting the angel in with all the
That's
critters
an
is a
They
good
might
idea.
eat the body.
Do
That
dead
is
angels
important.
smell?
Traders.
All right. So the topics of discussion: finding information about this angel. Why do you all know the guy? How are you going to design your group jackets? One last thing before we end. It is customary to go around and sort of talk about the player experiences for your character. And this is where if something happened that was particularly joyful or particularly awful, tell about it and you will get yourself a joy or a despair. So let's go in reverse. So Keshav, Valiant. How did
Yes.
you
Oh,
enjoy it?
I guess we could do outros at the same time, couldn't we? Like if we're going one by one.
We could try it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Part of me's like, no, these are different things, but
Yeah, I mean, we can. I'll give it a good college try. Hi everyone, I'm Valiant Doran. I use him as pronouns. You can find me all across the internet at Valiant Doran or also Spirit Bear. Please enjoy that lovely treasure I just set you on. Tonight, I have the distinct pleasure of playing your favorite gay disaster, Keshav. And in terms of play experiences, well, I'm of two minds here. I think there is unfortunately a joy of stealing an angel's face in particular. But there's also the despair of not getting the answers he wants, and I'm like trying to weigh which one is more important than the other. And I kind of think stealing an angel's face kind of like smooths over that disappointment a little bit. So I'm gonna take a joy
Yes.
this time round.
because maybe I don't know, track down those ravens. Maybe they know what happened. Or
they know
I mean,
what
you still
happened.
got the answers ahead of you. You didn't disappear, and you got a guy's
Yeah.
face.
I do have a guy's face. Apparently, a guy's face I know or recognize from a time previously. I think also we're supposed to talk about whether we have proceeded in our arc.
Oh, this is a good point. I forgot about
yeah.
that.
I think in a strange way Keshav has. He's taken a step in a direction. I mean, not sitting in denial and actually trying to seek out an answer is something.
This is true.
In trying to advance his arc. It's not a secret. His arc is to undo a wrong. So we shall see where that takes us. So I will take an acumen there.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's Kesh. I don't remember if there's anything else. I think that's it, right? Arc and
I think that's it.
joy and despair. Yeah, that's me. I'm passing it over to Katia. Katia, how you do it?
Hello, I am Cassandra Call. You can find me at Instagram at Cascall. Anywhere you see a Cascall, that is most likely me. There's like 7 of us literally in the world, and we are all actually on the same email chain because we keep getting each other's letters. Sometimes from the banks and government. It's really fucking weird. I'm gonna be honest about it. I have the distinct pleasure of playing Katia, an ardent goetic who hosts a legion of foxes, which is not the real description, but I like it anyway. Aside from the fact that the theater I lived in caught on fire temporarily, I'm very excited about what is going on. And I think very distinctly it is going to be a joy because one of her foxes has a new crush. And the crush is not running away. And the crush is an evil, terrible lady who will pick up a little Lego lady and put her back down just to fuck with her. It's a very happy fox, and I think it's infected the rest of us.
I like it. Okay, and how is it going for
Yeah.
your arc?
Absolutely nowhere.
That's fair.
There are too
Sometimes
many
you're just
foxes for anyone to
gathering
go
resources.
any direction.
Oh.
Ooh,
All
hi,
right,
baby. Hi,
Danny.
baby.
How's it going?
Yes, I am Jess Penley. You can find all of my work at undergroundoracle.com. You can find me on socials, Blue Sky pretty much exclusively at Jess Penley. And I am very stoked to be playing Danny. Um, I think as far as player experience goes, I would have said that it was definitely a despair situation because I didn't get any clear answers. However, I did find what Danny considers to be signs or breadcrumbs to undoing this entire fucked up situation, which is I ran into Keshev and he smells exactly like my wife, which was a very big deal and a sign that she takes. And then also seeing this very weird man that I know. And in my mind, the only way I can know him is from Shadow. So that has to be also me on the right trail somehow of getting back to where I belong. So I think it's really a joy for me at the end of the day because I have those two things that I can cling to with the little tips of my fingers. And as far as my art goes, I actually do think that I made progress on it because I'm going through widely. I have a custom arc that Aaron had to build for me, which is basically going through the stages of grief. And I very firmly planted myself in denial through my conversation with Keshev earlier on. So I do think I'm progressing pretty well.
Yeah, and you did talk about the fact that you lost something, but you didn't really lose it. It's just
No. Yeah, I mean, this is exactly. I'm like, this is a Wizard of Oz situation. I'm probably going to be back home and thinking of you guys fondly soon.
My goodness. Sorry, I just noticed the note that I missed some of the channel point redemptions. I'll make sure that those get added in the next game. There's a lot going on. God was angry at me.
You did kill an angel,
Treavor.
so I mean.
Seriously.
Hey,
So
I'm Treavor Bettis. I host Writing About Dragons and Shit with Aaron M. Evans, who's a really cool person, as well as B. Dave Walters, who's also another really cool person. And yeah, I was playing Nicoal, an ardent ardent goetic who caught fire's eye. There we go. I'm gonna get the sentence down eventually, I swear. So here's the thing. I was going to, because the fire did get put out, I wasn't going to argue for despair, but I do think that she was, because also I was too distracted to realize that the fire got put out. That she was too distracted to realize the fire got out. Next session's a whole other deal when she realizes it. But I mean, it was a pretty bad going time for her. And then a giant fireball erupted on a screen. I feel like she got some joy. Just say
Your spell blew up, and now Keshev knows a very personal secret about you.
But does she
But
know
the
that?
fire- Yeah, you know.
Oh, she knows that Keshev knows.
Yeah.
You know that
Yeah.
brain wormed over to me. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, never mind. She's got a despair. Where do I put despair? That's hard. There it is.
Despair right in your heart.
Yeah.
That's where you
I
put
brought it up because honestly, I was like, "Oh wow, you really like fire." But
no.
I'm glad I clarified that.
I didn't realize that Keshev knew. Everything sucks. That's been me. Oh yeah, and I've made zero progress.
We're just here for the fun.
All right.
I am Shauna Germain. I swear to God, I worked on this game, even though I can't remember the rules anymore, and I'm so
we don't
sorry.
need to talk about how long ago it came out because I was thinking, same thing. I was like, I played this.
It
Why
was
don't I
such a long
remember?
time ago.
It was a while.
So I apologize for all my missteps, but I am loving being here. Otherwise, you can find me at Shauna Germain everywhere on the internet. And I am playing an ardent apostate who celebrates the small things, whose name is Zilia. And so she was very sad to not be remembered, but she already got a despair for that. However, the weird thing is that now she has forgotten someone, this dude in the movie theater, and that is freaking her out because she's like, is this contagious? The virus, like the mirrors? Like, what is happening? Like, how dare I forget someone who, when I was so devastated that someone else forgot me?
Awesome.
On the other hand, there was a whole flock of ravens in the theater. she's like she got a cool useful job, which is kind of interesting and like makes her feel a little bit better about being forgotten. And she got to bring Katia to an angel, and so like right now she's very I don't know if that's a balance out or not.
You got to hang out with a goat and feed a goat treat.
That's true.
too.
I did
Does that tip you
I did.
over?
Yeah,
That's a
because
good mix.
even though the goat's not really a goat, like nobody else knows that, so she feels like so that feels,
You
yeah,
still got
that
really
feels
cool street cred. We're like, she's so good with goats,
totally,
guys.
totally.
Also, you know, if it is a demon, it's a really goaty demon. Maybe
True.
it can
Absolute
turn
goated.
into a goat. I don't know.
And her arc is all about learning, like on an intellectual level, like understanding love as a big picture thing, and so she did not advance her arc at all.
No, but I do feel like you met at least one person you can grill about it.
Yeah, there's gonna be like when she's like
Maybe two.
like once they sink a little bit into the relationships, that she's I think there will be cool advancement there, but not today.
Awesome.
Okay. Well, I've been your GM, Erin M. Evans. You can find me on Blue Sky at Erin M. Evans, and you can mostly find me on the Dungeon Scrawlers Discord. If you like that level of stacked to the walls nonsense in a different kind of setting, you should check out my books. Empire of Exiles is an epic fantasy murder mystery. I call it Agatha Christie Runs a Homebrew D&D game.
Oh.
Trevor already mentioned our podcast. You can also hang out with me on this channel before this show next week for Concentration Check. Come get some work done with me at 1:30 p.m. Pacific. We'll do some Pomodoro sprints. But until next week, keep your eyes on the path.
And we know a guy.
And we know a guy.
We know a guy.
It's a brag.
Oh, God.